Okay, folks, part 5 of, I think part 5 of the Silver Sport TKX transmission conversion on our 69 Charger. So last time we left, the pedals were all hung. Now is the fun part with the clutch slave cylinder, clutch master cylinder for the hydraulic clutch. Before I get into that, I want to show you guys what I had to do. So I mounted the rod to my clutch pedal, and mine, obviously, you kind of figure it out on your own, but it mounts on the right hand side of the clutch pedal assembly. But I did have some issues here. One of the issues I had was this. Use my light here, guys. I'm in a cramped up spot. My clutch, the nut on that holds the rod for the clutch pedal, was hitting that brake switch pedal. So I had to do a lot of adjusting, and eventually I had to get my die grinder and cut that because it was hitting the tab that accommodates the brake pedal, the brake switch for the rear brakes. So we got that done. Now we're trying to figure out how you mount and where the clutch slave cylinder goes. So I kind of finally figured it out on my own. They don't really tell you, but I took this off the back of the clutch master cylinder for the hydraulic clutch, and then I finally figured out this is the hole that your rod goes through. It's right next to the column, to the plate that holds the column. So that is the hole. They don't really tell you which hole it is. So I just took this plate and I mounted it up here, made my holes. Now I'm about to drill the pilot holes, and then I'll drill the holes for everything else. So give me a chance, I'll start drilling, and I'll show you the next part. Okay, folks. All right, now we got that in. There's the reinforcement plate right there. See, we got that in. Now I got the clutch, I think, adjusted where I want it. It goes just about all the way to the floor. It's your adjustment turnbuckle right here. So as you can see, maybe you can see, there's the brake pedal, clutch pedal. Now we're hooked up. Now you'll see, I'm going to climb out of the car. Maybe you guys can get a better perspective of this, where that hole's at. I take my shoes off. Make this easier. Obviously, you got your seats out. So now we're in. Give me the light, honey. We are finally in. This thing is tucked way down in there. So obviously you can see where the line comes from the clutch cylinder, but yeah, we had to remove the master cylinder to make room. And I really need to clean all this stuff up in here anyway from when I first built the car. It was hurry up, get it done so you can drive it. So yeah, I had to cut some wires. I'm gonna have to re-splice them. And there's another, that grommet right there where the speedo's coming in. It's probably where I'll send those wires. So anyway, hope everybody's getting something out of this. Now we'll start plumbing the reservoir as soon as we get that figured out. So more to come. All right, go ahead and pump it up. Oh yeah, bleeding the clutch. Okay, does it feel any different when you push the clutch?
It feels a little bit stiffer.
Okay. Okay, good. Okay. Very good. No, we're making progress here. Okay. Now, go ahead and pump the clutch again. Oh yeah. It's moving the clutch. It's not much, but no, you let off. We gotta put more fluid in it. Stand by. All right, folks. So we have finished bleeding the clutch now, and I have my helper Trish up here, my wife up here, pumping the clutch just like you would brakes, except you're gonna have to do it from the bottom. So had her pump the clutch, hold it again just like you do a set of brakes, and it'll start off. You'll see the I do it to make sure I keep the cover off, and you'll see the hydraulic clutch cylinder start compressing. So honey, go ahead and let's see if we can get you folks, you can see it. Okay, go ahead and push it all the way down. All right, let off. So I think that's good enough travel. I'm not sure. Do it again, honey. You got all the way to the floor. All right, let off. Yeah, I think that's probably enough. I'm not sure. I'm not an expert on these clutches, but it looks to me like it's going all the way in and compressing. We bled and bled and bled, so I'm pretty sure it's going as far as it needs to go. So next up, I'll show you guys where I mounted the fluid cylinder. Okay, this is where I mounted my cylinder, my fluid cylinder for the, I guess you call it the master cylinder, slave cylinder, whatever. But this is it right here. So I gotta reroute all these vacuum lines, but there's a hole on this bracket. They don't tell you where to put it. So I just mounted it to the master cylinder, the studs coming off the master cylinder. I have two studs on each side, and it's right down in there. I don't know if you guys can see it or not, but it is right down there where the stud comes out. So that is my reservoir now. So it's kind of tidy. We're good. Seems like we got good pedal feel. Looks like everything's working on the clutch. So now it's a matter of wiring everything back up and cleaning up my mess in the car and putting the console stuff back on. So yeah, we're getting there, folks.